Hello and welcome to day 77 of 90 Days of Numbers, and I'm sure I saw this on Twitter but I'm not sure so if it was you, thank you so much. This is looking at number mazes, so just getting pupils used to working with numbers, used to working with formulas. So the first thing I do is I just create my background. So I've got rid of the original table and the sheet, so it's just a blank sheet, and I've started using the shapes to create some different effects. So I'm going to make this my mud in the background because we're going to have some wormholes going on, and that's going to create our mazes. But you could use anything for this. You could be as creative as you possibly can. So I'm just changing the colour of this and making it really exciting. So it's going to look like our background, our mud. And then I use the drawing. So if you go up to the plus button at the top, you can go across to the picture and add drawing. And I've just added a background using my drawing. I've then added a table over the top. I've got rid of the name of the table. So we've just got a table with no headers, no heading columns or anything like that. It's just a blank table. And then I fit that on top of my image. So I've got an image of some mud here. And later on, we're going to get rid of those table grids, but we'll keep them on for now. And then what I do is I condition the cells, so I basically change the cell background so that we've got some tunnels. It looks like some tunnels are running through our mud because we've got nice dark tunnels. And then at the end of those tunnels, I put another table that I've gradiented bright, so it's sort of the end. So we now have a start box at the beginning and an end box at the end. Each of those start and end boxes are additional tables, and then we've got my table in the middle. I've then put some equations into, or some actions into those tunnels. So if you run down those tunnels, that's what it's got to do. And then I put the formula in the box for the end one. So I click on the end box and add a formula. So click equals, and then add in the formula that I want it to do. So if we start at the top column, at the very top, then I need to do all the things. So I need to have equals times 2, so equals the box that I want, which is our start box, times 2 plus 10 times 3. And that's what's going to appear then in our end box for that tunnel. But obviously the different tunnels, we're going to change the equation depending on what you'd go through going down that tunnel. So this is why it gets pupils used to using that formula and used to using those numbers and seeing what comes up. And basically what it allows is any number that is in that first box will come out differently in the end box depending on what the formula is. I then go to the paintbrush at the top and I get rid of my horizontal and vertical grid lines so that it doesn't look like a grid anymore. It just looks like a fun number. So whenever I change the number in the top box, it changes the number in the final destinations, and that is depending on sort of the way that the worm has gone. So it's either gone times 2 plus 10 times 3 or something else.